Everybody know y'all like the funk fake. Yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take. Yeah, yeah. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the cat been out the bag. And long as the world's spinning on
Saturday night baseball downtown at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
The Dodgers are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Frank Tanana will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. The pitch. Ronald Acuna is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game, dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. 2-0 count, the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully, he can find it soon.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Not cheated there as he takes a big hack, and it's 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Ready now is Mark Teixeira, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
Lifted in the air to center. Marte is camped under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Dodgers scoreless, Padres coming to bat. It's the battle for Southern California bragging rights, and it's on the show. Kluber is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy pitched well this last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
And stepping in, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Kluber's ready. Here comes the pitch. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball, 1-1. Here it comes. Popped up. Cano has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Here's Joey Gallo now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Gallo is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Ready with the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
One and two.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. Swing and a little blooper to center. Taylor coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D'Lo. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
And now the skipper wants to play him to pull. He's given the signal to shift his outfielders to the left side. Here's Manny Machado now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes now. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits.
Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
The 1-1. Makes him check his swing, but he went around for a strike. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
The 1-1 home. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting six, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Into the box, Robinson Cano. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the pitch. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball one.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
That brings up Wander Franco. He went deep in the contest last night. And now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. And it's quickly 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this one bounds around against the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here's Buster Posey now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marte is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Carlos Pena trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. On the ground near home. That winds up foul. Now he'll step off. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. Two and one. And he'll step off and try again. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just above the zone that time. Looked like a misfired sinker.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fouled off. Three-two pitch. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And, guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So now to the plate, Pudge Rodriguez. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Comes in here right at 260. 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Tatis is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Josh Peterson.
Next, it'll be Jock Peterson. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres DH.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Did the pitcher a favor that time, and the count will be full. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Sinker misses. Ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Next up, Harrison Bader, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Set and the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the 1-0. Hit out towards second. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. At the plate now is Chris Taylor, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. First offering. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone.